Support for Radio Friends comes from OsteoStrong. Improvements in bone density, strength, and power can be achieved by weekly 5-minute no-sweat sessions on their 4-Spectrum machines. These isometric robotic machines safely emulate high-impact loading on different parts of the skeletal system, which stimulates activity in bone-building cells. Balance and agility can be improved by 2-minute sessions on vibration plates. Every session is supervised by a trained coach. Learn more on Facebook or call to set up a complimentary wellness assessment and session. Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Thursday, January the 6th. It's good to have you with us today. We're going to talk about a topic that actually affects everybody, and that is human trafficking. We may not think a lot about it, but it's here, believe it or not. And I want to introduce you to Richelle Douglas from the organization Stop Human Trafficking Coalition of Central Missouri. Good to have you here, Richelle.
Thank you for having me.
Last time you were on with Nanette. Nanette is away today, so you're doing the whole thing.
Yep.
But this is an organization that's been around for a while. As I mentioned, we don't give a lot of thought. Most people don't give a lot of thought to human trafficking. But it is something that does take place here in Central Missouri. It could be affecting us and not even knowing that it is.
Correct.
Explain that.
Well, it's, we often think about human trafficking as something happening overseas in another country.
Right.
But it's something that definitely is affecting us. It looks a little different. Maybe you think of somebody being kidnapped, and really it can happen between people that know each other. It could happen between a spouse or family member, or somebody that, a boyfriend, that's trafficking an individual. So it happens more frequently than we think. It's happening
right here in Central Missouri.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And the fact that the Interstate 70 runs right through Columbia, it's almost like a hub there, isn't it?
Yeah. And we've even had, some victims of human trafficking rescued from that area. So, yeah.
What is the main message that you would like to get across today to people?
That it is happening. And that we need to be aware of it.
Yes. So how does someone become aware of it if you're not familiar with it?
Well, I think, the coalition offers education, and we offer, to be able to help others understand what's happening. And so, getting involved in your community and knowing what's happening around you, I think that's really important.
Yeah.
That helps bring awareness.
You have several events that are coming up which will help educate.
Yes.
The first one is actually tonight, January 6th.
Yes. It is our Action from Awareness to Action community meeting, and that will be from 6 to 7:30, and we'll be discussing how pornography fuels the sex industry, or sex trafficking.
How pornography fuels the sex industry. How does it? Can you give us a little bit of an example?
So pornography is something that we don't often think about it as it's so normalized in our culture, and so it's used as a tool to groom individuals into trafficking. It's used. It's violent. It's the pornography that we probably used to think about was, just the Playboy or whatever. Mm-hmm. But now it's online. It's accessible to kids, to anybody, really. There's no age verification.
You told me that statistics show that young people as young as 8 years of age are being exposed to it.
Yeah, and probably younger. The average age is 12, as young as 8. They're coming across it either unintentionally or intentionally, searching it up because a friend told them something about it. And so they're watching, this pornography that's degrading, it's objectifying, it's exploiting. Human trafficking happens all across pornography. So,
yeah. Then you have another event on January the 11th.
Yes, so January 11th. So the whole month of January is National Slavery and Human Trafficking Prevention Month. And so January 11th is actually National Human Trafficking Awareness Day. And so we'll be doing a Human Trafficking 101 education session. So we'll be talking about, pornography and this sex trafficking and forced labor and all of that stuff.
So where is this going to be, January the 11th?
January 11th, this will be at the Ready, downtown at Ready here in Columbia. And so it's an in-person event. Seating is limited. So you just want to RSVP to the coalition's website.
Okay, so if you want to be a part of this on January the 11th, what time is it?
It is from 6 to 8 o'clock.
So it's 2 hours. Mm-hmm. But you do need to RSVP because of the limited space.
Correct.
And during that 2-hour period, will there be questions and answers?
Of course, yes. There will be open discussion, and we will also have some survivors that will be sharing their stories.
Of how they were drawn in and how they were able to set themselves free.
Yeah.
It almost sounds too dramatic to say how someone was able to set themselves free, but that is a fact, isn't it?
Yeah, because human trafficking is taking away somebody's freedom. It's controlling them. And so, yeah, it is setting them free.
And they can be drawn into this unknowingly. Mm-hmm. I remember Nanette gave some examples of young girls answering ads to become models. Mm-hmm. And they were promised specific jobs as a model. They just had to go away with this person to be employed.
Yeah.
And then they go away with this person and they're not models.
Right. Well, you think about back in the day at the mall, you'd be walking around the mall and you'd have these guys would approach you and say, oh, you could have like this modeling, and that's, could have been that, transition into human trafficking. Now it happens online through social media. So that's
it's much easier.
It's much easier, yeah.
One other event on January, is that January 28th?
Yes, January 28th is our 80s prom night. And so it's a fundraiser to help the Stop Human Trafficking Coalition. It's sponsored by Level Up Entertainment. And we're really, really excited. It should be a really fun night, dancing and, all the 80s fun. But
how much money are you hoping you'll raise?
Oh, my gosh. I mean, I don't even want to put a number. I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it, but it would be great if we could get, 10,000, 20,000 more.
Yeah, okay,
more.
Go for more.
Yeah.
Think optimistic.
You always aim high, right?
The point is you need a lot of money and you need people to be aware of what is happening. And you need people to be not only aware, but to spread the word and to look at these 3 separate events that you have for education.
Yes.
Education is the most important thing that you keep in mind here.
Education is huge.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if people want more information, what's the website or phone number?
StopHumanTraffickingMo.com.
Okay, so StopHumanTraffickingMo.com. You'll have all the information on there.
And Facebook and Instagram and Twitter too. So.
Okay, all right. And these dates will be posted on there if people want to sign up.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Richelle.
Thank you.
All right. Happy New Year to you.
Yes, you too.
All right. As we say, if there's something you'd like to hear or see, I'd love to hear from you. Drop me an email, pepperp@missouri.edu. And when you're out and about, please continue to wear that mask near people. Bye-bye.